Now we're going to talk a little bit about your role in different policies and procedures within student organizations. Number one is in the purchasing. So finances of a student organization are the responsibility of the organization. However, advisors should again be providing support and input. You provide a crucial role in guiding student organizations through the purchasing procedures. It's important that all purchases comply with university policies and guidelines, and we expect advisors to know those guidelines by reviewing the Treasury Handbook. Though it's not an expectation, if an advisor does have a purchasing card given to them by Emerson College, the advisor may use that card to make the purchases for the organization instead of waiting for SEAL to make those purchases. Advisors should also be helping manage and track expenses. They should be reminding student organizations to update their ledger every time a purchase is made or money is spent to make sure that all the budgets are accurate and that it's easier to manage the finances. Lastly is an approval process. As an advisor, you will be approving any large or expensive purchases that, again, are outlined in the Treasury Handbook. Next is travel. And when it comes to travel, advisors have several important responsibilities to ensure a successful and safe trip. SEAL believes that trips and travels are incredible opportunities for professional development for student leaders. So we strive to ensure that each student gets the chance to participate in these activities. As an advisor, you should help plan and organize these travel logistics, help them create a budget plan for their trip. It's crucial to ensure that all travel adheres to university policies and procedures, and that can all be found again in the SGA Treasury Handbook. Advisors should assist in creating the budget and manage expenses, maintain open communication with SEAL throughout the process. Advisors are required to travel with students if the trip is outside of Boston or involves an overnight stay. This presence of an advisor ensures that there is professional oversight and support during the trip. By fulfilling these responsibilities, advisors can ensure that travel experiences are well organized, safe, and enriching for all student organization members. Event planning, again, we want to just, as advisors, be providing support. So provide guidance on planning and executing events, giving them different ideas for venues or activities, things like that. We also expect advisors to be a resource coordinator and assist in getting necessary resources, whether that be making purchases, booking spaces, collaborating with campus partners, whatever that may be. Advisors should also be thinking of risk management and making sure that all the events comply with safety and risk management guidelines. And lastly, as an advisor, you should be challenging your student organizations to ensure that all the events and programs that they're putting on are accessible and inclusive for all audiences and participants. Your last role is within mediation. We want to acknowledge that conflict is an inevitable part of any group dynamic. So an advisor's role in navigating these challenges is crucial. And we have 3 strategies here to take some action towards mediation. Number 1 is prevention and proactiveness. So we want to establish clear guidelines and help the organization have clear constitutions, bylaws, and procedures. These documents can provide a framework or should provide a framework for addressing conflicts when they arise. Promote effective communication, encourage open and honest communication within the group, and teach conflict resolution skills and active listening techniques. Build a strong organizational culture by fostering a positive and inclusive environment, and conduct regular check-in meetings with the organization's leadership to make sure you're addressing any potential issues before they escalate. Now, once the conflict has already happened, we want to focus on conflict resolution. So 1 is mediation and facilitation. As an advisor, you should always act as a neutral mediator to help conflicting parties reach a mutually agreeable solution. Encourage active listening. Focus on the interests, not the positions. So help the parties identify underlying needs and interests to find a common ground by brainstorming different solutions together. Evaluate different options and reach an agreement, and then always follow up to ensure that the agreed upon solution is actually implemented and that the conflict does not resurface. Lastly, is we want to provide additional support, so different resources on campus, model appropriate behavior by demonstrating effective conflict resolution skills through your own actions. Maintain privacy. It's really important to respect the privacy of the individuals involved in the conflict, and it should not be shared to the rest of the group. And then lastly, we want to empower students to take ownership of the conflict and help them gain skills to be able to work through these conflicts on their own.